Hello folks, the Celtic Nerd here bringing you another nerdy video. Alright, as the title of this video self-explains, this is a Ludosport streaming update. So, as people know, or at least people who are hopefully watching this, and who's watching this on YouTube, I like to stream Ludosport Dublin sparring sessions that take place at the end of class, where we practice the techniques that we just learned and other things, in a bit more of a practical setting in terms of a sparring match. So, now, as part of being, as part of service, care, and respect, typically what goes on behind the scenes is whenever we have a new member, which we had 2 new members, I typically do this at the start or in the middle of during the water break. I will walk up to the new people and I would ask them, hey, is it okay if I, stream your fight onto Twitch and then export it onto YouTube? Now, I don't get them to do it in writing. I don't get them to do it in terms of recording or whatever. It's just a simple verbal agreement. Now, unfortunately, as part of that thing, and again as part of respect, because again I have to respect their wishes, if someone was to walk up to me and say, look, I don't give my consent, that does mean that I will not be able to stream until I work something out. Now, after last night's sparring session, a member walked up to me and told me, look, I no longer feel comfortable with you streaming my fights and whatnot onto Twitch. I don't like being on the camera, so that's that. So I was like, which does mean I will no longer be streaming the matches because of how long it takes to set up on my phone. It's too much of a hassle to stop and restart the streams whenever said person is entering the arena, and also by their request, by them even going further as enough to say they don't want to be on camera at all, that does mean I need to do some readjusting of everything. So what this will mean going forward is I talked to the Dean of Ludosport Dublin, and he wants me to still do he still wants me to do the videos. However, I told him, well, I can't do them live because I can't edit live, and also there's been a new issue with Twitch, with the Twitch app that I've been using. So this update is sort of like a blessing in disguise, because the video I'm just going to move my screen to the side, which now gives me the red background on my computer is giving me a very set vibe. Now, when I look at my phone, don't know why Google opened up over that side. So typically when I set up the app on Twitch, where's my phone? Okay, so I have it be set this way so I get a bit more of a wider view. Now, when I look at it through this, I'll give you guys an example by turning on my camera. So, I see it, you're going to see me, so I see it perfectly, like this, okay? I see it perfectly. But for some reason, it's broadcasting sideways. So, which means I have to download the video, rotate it to then put it on YouTube. So it's a bit of a blessing in disguise, because going forward, I won't be streaming our sparring sessions anymore. I'll probably will talk to the people in charge during tournaments to see about getting permission for at least the tournament matches, or like, to stream those. But going forward, I'll be using this camera. I don't know if it's currently charged. Let's see. Okay, it's charged. So I'll be using this camera going forward. It has a decent enough wide angle thing to it. So I'll be using this in future to, luckily enough, it can screw onto my tripod. So I'll be using this in future. So I'll be recording our matches and simply I'll then have to go home, take the memory card from this, put it onto the computer, and then I'll have to potentially edit out his fights. But again, I'm going to be talking to the person who requested they don't want to be on camera. I'm going to explain to them politely, because again, it's their right to not be on camera. Like, I'm not going to violate their right. I'm just going to say to them, look, instead, I'm just going to have the thing set up constantly recording, but rest assured, you're not going to be on YouTube or anything. I'll be editing out your fights. Well, there'll be a compromise will be made, folks. So there's that. So it's going to take a bit of an adjustment. It does mean no more Twitch. So for any Ludosport members who want to keep watching Ludosport Ireland sparring matches, you're going to have to subscribe and click the bell notification on my YouTube channel. Because, well, that's unfortunately that's the only place that you're only going to be able to get them, because Twitch only does live broadcasts. Feel free to still comment away. It does mean that instead of the videos coming up on Tuesday, around 11 GMT, the videos are going to be definitely released on Wednesday. At some point, depending on how much sparring we do, depends on how big of a memory is in this, and that will also then depend on how long it takes to transfer to the computer. I then, as I said, have to edit out the person's fights out of the thing. So in the videos there will be some jumps, like you might be watching one person fight, and then it suddenly jumps into, like, as soon as their fight ends, it might jump to another set of people jumping in. Like, there will you won't see them walking in and or out. It might just be a sudden shift to a different fight. So there's that. But again, as part of service and care, I'm not going to force this person, obviously, to comply, because again, that's not being of service, and it's definitely not being respectful. So I'm going to do what's right in terms of Ludosport, and simply try and work out some level of compromise. So yeah, that's the way it's going to be going forward. I wish I didn't have to, but again, as part of respect and service, I'm going to have to oblige. But yeah, as I said, the semi-blessing in disguise is the fact that you guys are going to be, well, yeah, you're not going to have to worry about videos being sideways anymore. It's like the fights are going to be proper now. Again, the big readjustment is getting back used to this camera, because if I recall, it does not have as wide of an angle as my phone. Actually, I'm just going to double check that. Give me a sec. Okay, so if I put it perfectly level with that there, okay. I don't know if this is a good example or not. Let's see. If I aim it at my me and my brother's wardrobe, I get. See, I think my phone has a better wide angle. Maybe I should just keep using my phone and then just simply record it on my phone. Video. Cause like, oh, sorry, folks. There we go. Yeah, see, like that's the thing. Like on the camera, I get roughly the same distance, but the camera gets only the wardrobes and a bit of my brother's bunk bed, but the wide angle lens on my phone gets the like a part of the window closest to me and the entirety of my brother's bunk bed. So yeah, I might actually be recording this on my phone rather than on the camera. So there's that. So yeah, so there won't be that much of adjustment then in terms of position of the camera. You will still be able to get pretty much as much of the footage as I can. Luckily, there's also another bit of an adjustment that I do want to point out, and it's something that I am thrilled of. Basically, let me just close this because it's being distracting. One of the things I'm thrilled about is Ludosport Dublin has grown. So, which means our like when we have basically a proper circle when we circle up for sparring, which I am thrilled about. However, it does cause one problem, which is people get in front of the camera. Typically, when I'm not sparring, I'll always try and be at the camera to try and make sure that you guys keep your view. I'm not. It was requested by the director of Ludosport Ireland that I don't hold the camera and move around. They want because it's awkward, because it causes issues if I have to ask someone else to hold the camera. So basically the camera will be on the tripod, and I will occasionally move the camera when I need to, in case of someone, stepping in front of it. But again, hopefully as part of the compromises, maybe there'll be a position where like a fixed position in future for the camera, so that way it might not be an issue. There are also plenty of tables, so another solution will be to stand the tripods looking down at us. The only problem is unlike my camera, I wouldn't be able to see if we're on the proper frame, so chances are it'll be on the ground still, and I'll have to basically make everyone aware, hey, if you're near the camera, occasionally look back to see if you're in view in the way of it. But again, typically when I'm not fighting, I'll try and stay near the camera to make sure everything is still being viewed. So you will probably not see me in the circle until I'm about to step in to fight, in which case I will then step away from the camera and do so, and hopefully people will be mindful not to step in front of the camera. But yeah, that's the update. Now, as I said, in terms of tournaments, I don't know. We're still a long way away from the next tournament. We do have Defender of Skellig, which is a little bit of it's a bit of a non-official tournament that we like to do to invite others to come to Ireland to spar. I don't know what the story is on that. We are hoping to get it done this year, so I believe that will be probably the closest tournament to me finding out whether or not am I actually going to be able to stream tournaments? But either way, as soon as I know, you guys, I will. Well, as soon as I know, the next day, at the earliest, I will let you guys know, and also the latest, because I wouldn't want. Again, with this channel, I am trying to be a bit more forefront with stuff going on. For example, I decided to take a break from Kingdom Hearts until Monday next week, which is not long off. So I'm taking a break from Kingdom Hearts because I just finished Kingdom Hearts 2.5 Final Mix, as well as Kingdom Hearts Recoded. So yeah, I'm just trying to be as upfront as possible. But this is a Ludosport streaming update, so yeah. In terms of that, that is pretty much it. One thing, in terms of Ludosport streaming, it's semi-related. I am hoping to be, in terms of Instagram, I'm hoping to be a bit more active with this, especially in terms of Ludosport. Showing us doing some exercises, and stuff like that. As also trying, take moments of when we're hanging out together, to do selfies with, Ludosport members. So I'm hoping to be a lot more active in that case. But yeah, I'll be using Instagram to let people know that we're gonna be when the video's uploading. Actually, I'll not uploading. I'll use Instagram to let you guys know as soon as the new Ludosport sparring video is posted. That's about it. So yeah, no more streaming. No more videos on Tuesday nights, because I'll have to edit out that person's. I'll have to edit that person out of the videos, which is something I'm gonna have to learn to do. But chances are it's just gonna be me trimming the video, so it shouldn't take too long. And yeah, that's about it. This is the Celtic Nerd signing out. One name, one sky. Oh, that's another thing. I should really talk. I need to make sure that people are cool with me using one name, one sky. I'm using it just because, I use one name, one sky as my sign out now because of how big Ludosport has been, how big of an impact Ludosport has had on my life, and I like the motto of it because we're all together, we're all Ludosport. We're like, and again, you can extend that to outside of Ludosport. Like we're all just people, So because of that mentality, because of the message behind the mode, that's why I'm using it. So I do need to find out, is it okay? I don't want to get sued basically for using it. So yeah, I'll have to really double check that. But yeah, this is the Celtic Nerd. Sign out. One name, one sky.